wave from the point. Okay. So, dito sa point na to, makikita nyo merong black. So, yun yung makikita nyo na the wave boat. Okay. So, lumalayo siya from this point, pag ganon. So, yung black na yun yung point ng wave na kung saan nakataas. Yung nakaganon yung wave. Okay? Tapos, yung pinaka-white niya, yun yung yung sa trap. By the way, this trap. Okay. Check on it. Okay. So, yung black niya, yun yung sa crest. Okay, na part. Okay. So, here, we are producing a circular wave. Okay. So, if we produce a straight wave, okay, so we have here a straight wave propagating from this point towards that point. Okay. So we now have here a straight wave. Okay. So one property of wave is reflection. In reflection, so we have here the barrier. Okay. So at a given angle, ito yung barrier. So if we produce the wave here, as you can see, it comes so as it moves from this point, papunta doon, it bounces dito, it bounces to this, it reflects to this point. Okay? So again, if we have here a disturbance, so babounce dito sa part na to, therefore there is a reflection because of this certain barrier. Okay, so this is what we call reflection. Always follow this certain property quantity from certain barrier. Okay, so let's now have refraction. In the refraction here, kita ba? So generally, tandaan nyo na yung pwesto, ano? Ito. Okay, dito sa part na to, okay? So, dito sa part na to, yung may glass. So, ano purpose of glass? As you can see here, the depth here is different from the depth here. So, this is shallower, this is deeper.
Yes.
So, observe the wave itself. So, if we have here, okay, as it pass through here, mapapansin dito, malalaki yung wavelength. Pagdating dito, maliliit na yung wavelength. Kasi dito yung part na shallower yung wave. So, if we have here, you can see, nababago doon. Okay, doon sa part na yun. Okay. So, kung dito naman sa shallower here, maliliit lang yung dito, pero pagdating dito, malalaki na yung wave. So if we have here in a shallower, the distance of the wavelength is smaller compared to the distance of the wavelength here. So that is, you could also observe it in the beach. Limbaco.
Micah.
I just want to be on the beach.
Micah.
So, mapapansin nyo sa kabitagan, kung saan, sa malayo, kung mapapansin nyo, parang,
Alala.
ang lalayo nung
Pagitan.
ng wave. Pero pagdating dito sa malapit na
Sa pampang.
masyadong malakas na yung, or dikit-dikit na. Okay? Tapos malakas pa yung
Paghampas.
Paghampas dun sa shore itself. Okay? So this is refraction because the wave travels from a different medium here and a different medium here. So it travels from one medium into another, changing the velocity generally, the velocity of the wave itself. Okay, changing the wavelength as well. Okay, so this is the property which is refraction. Next. Here, we have here, so another property of wave here is once it enters a certain barrier, okay, for example here, a small opening, it tends to bend.
Naman daw.
So, ito yung word na to. Ito may barrier na. So, if we have here, as you can see here, we have here 3 waves. Tendency as it enters this
Nagiging circular.
it becomes circular. It only indicates that once it enters a small opening, the wave tends to bend. Okay? So that is another property of wave. This is what we call diffraction. Diffraction. Okay, the small.
Kala masawsaw na yung wire.
Hindi lang iisip. Okay. So as you can see here, there is circular here. So flowing nito, the direction of the wave is perpendicular to the barrier, but as it passes through this small opening, it tends to bend at even angle. Okay. So that is what we call diffraction. We have here a point wave or circular wave here. So this wave has a certain energy. So the energy is transferred from this point to around the sides or on the sides of this ripple. But if we have here another wave, as you can see here, at a certain part of this point, parang hindi buo yung wave dito. Okay? So there is what we call an interference. Once there are two waves, that means there are some waves that interfere. Some of them are constructive interference. As you can see, yung dito, mas makapal yung shadow. It means that yung amplitude niya mas malaki. Kumpara at some part, hindi mo na makita na, you would be able to observe that there are no shadow at all. It means there are what we call a destructive interference. Yung we have two kinds of interference. One of these is the constructive interference, making or increasing the amplitude and energy of the wave because the two waves as it sums up, okay, tendency nun tumataas yung amplitude. Tapos yung isa, yung destructive, it cancel out or binabawasan niya yung energy ng isa. Okay, it depends on a certain or on the phase of the wave. Question?
None.
That would be it.